everybody. I have my husband here, J.K. Brister, to help me out with the tasting portion of our honey test to see what the difference between fake honey and real honey is. Because did you know that fake honey, the taste is gonna linger in your mouth for a long time?
I didn't know that.
Real honey is gonna go away in a matter of minutes. So we are gonna get a look here at 2 different types of honey, and we're gonna do it together. That way I have some backup here. So I'm gonna give you the real honey first.
Okay, here we go.
Because the real honey will go away quickly. And we're gonna try one of our thicker honeys. I'm gonna give you a little bit, that way.
I'm like Pooh Bear here.
Pooh Bear. This is crystallized too. So pretty.
Real honey.
Oh.
Well, that's amazing.
Still there. Tick tock. Tick tock. Okay. Still there.
It's kind of starting to fade now.
Feel it on the back of my tongue. The back of my throat now. On my lips.
Now it's gone. Now it's pretty gone.
It is?
Except for the back of my, like in the back of my throat, I can still taste it a little. But it's gone out of my mouth. That's it. About a minute and a half.
I don't know if it's been quite that long.
No, but I'm saying it's still there a little bit, but I can tell it's going away.
Okay, so let's try some fake honey and see how long it hangs with us.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
I haven't had fake honey in so long, I don't
Let's see here. Try this one. Well, okay, that one, I don't know if we've determined that one's 100% fake. I think this one is pretty fake. Yeah, see, but look how fast that pours.
Oh,
I wouldn't eat all
Lord.
that. Put a little bit more in there. It's a fast pouring.
It doesn't even taste the same. Like it doesn't even taste. It doesn't even. It's sugary.
It's so sugary. The tip of my tongue is on fire. I mean, it's all tingledy.
Yeah, it's got a little
Ooh,
pepper.
it's hanging. That's all over my
Yeah,
mouth.
and it's got a Cairo syrup. It tastes like Cairo syrup.
I feel that all over, not like the real honey. The real honey like was traveled through my mouth and down my throat. This is like
this is
hanging on everywhere.
strong, and it's very rich.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. It doesn't. Not even close to that other honey.
That's like, it's like coating my throat and not going away.
And it has like a sugary.
Do you want
it tastes It tastes like sugar.
Yeah, it does.
Honey
taste like
does
sugar.
not taste like sugar. You know what it actually tastes like is
I still taste
when
it
we're
in my
starting the
lips.
hives and we're feeding sugar to them to get the hive strong.
yeah.
It may be
Sugar
real
water.
honey, but it's actual sugar honey. And a lot of beekeepers hate feeding their bees. They will not use the honey that's made with sugar. They'll allow the bees to eat all of that honey and use it for the brood and for the hive to get it stronger, and then they'll stop feeding them sugar through the growing season of the flowers and the clover and stuff. And so what happens is the honey taste changes. That if that is real honey, it's sugar honey, meaning that
now it's in my cheeks.
I know, but what I'm saying is it could be real honey, but it's
real
all
honey.
if it's made on a big bee farm, they're feeding sugar.
It's still in our mouth. You still taste
I know. It's
that
sugar.
The first honey wasn't still there.
It's sugar honey. But it's probably Cairo syrup.
Yeah, it's in my
Here, let me
cheeks,
taste.
in my dimples, behind my dimples.
Let me do this. Since we got all this chemistry, it's beautiful and everything. I'm going to do the... After eating real honey, I can't ever eat this again. This is terrible. It's not even close to either one of those, but the consistency of this is like this.
So there you go. Taste your honey. That's the most funnest way.
That's right.
To see if your honey
And
is real or
then
not.
when you're done tasting the honey, you just get a good little honey kiss. Like that.
Okay. So when it comes to honey and dissolving in water, one of the popular opinions is that fake honey will dissolve easily in water and real honey will sink to the bottom and will not ever really dissolve fully in the water. So we're gonna test that right now with a store-bought big box chain honey and then a local apiary honey that up until this point we're pretty sure is 100% real honey. Okay, so I'm gonna pour the real honey in. Okay, look, it's just hanging out there. Got
Wow.
So we have the two types of honey there. And then they both went all to the bottom. See that? So let's stir both of them. We're gonna stir the what we think is maybe fake honey first. That's what we think is the fake honey. We will see. And this is what we think is the real honey. Ooh, it's harder to stir for sure. Whoa, look at that on my spoon. Do y'all see that? You see how it's gathering on the spoon instead of in the water? Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Ooh. Don't feel like...
It doesn't look like the real honey dissolved as well.
Okay, so yeah, if y'all can see this, yeah, I feel like the real honey, if you can see the fake honey here, you see how there's like no trace of it anywhere?
Dissolved, kind of like sugar.
And then let's see this one. You can see
Oh, yeah,
in there,
definitely some.
you see I can see the particles of the honey still in the water. The honey that we think is fake dissolved a lot easier than the one that I actually wasn't sure if the real honey was gonna dissolve at all, but it did. But you can see on this side, it's like down there in the bottom still. Like there's none in the other glass, but in the bottom of this glass, there is honey settled on the bottom. Okay, so another way that you can test it, whether or not your honey is real or not, is called the flame test. So you take a match and you dip it in your honey, and if it lights easily after dipping it in the honey, then you have real honey on your hands. But if it doesn't light, it means that you have fake honey. So let's try it. So here's my matches. Put them right here. Dry area. We're gonna try the real honey first. Dipped it in there. I think I'm supposed to wipe it off, right? Surely I don't just, yes, I'm gonna wipe it off like that. And then I'm gonna, that's real honey! Okay, so cool. Okay, so let's try fake honey, or, yeah, well, let's try another real honey. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna wipe it off. Didn't wipe it all off though. You can see I still have a little bit on there. What? So cool. Okay, so fake honey. We're coming for you, fake honey. Let's see. Wipe it off. Still on there a little bit. Oh,
well.
See, this one has a little different because it did something different. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
How on the end? Oh, wow, look at the difference of the matches themselves. These two are real honeys, and then that's the fake honey. Whoa, so maybe it's like, let's do that again. So maybe it's the sugar that's in the fake honey that made it burn like that. Let's try another fake honey to see. Let's try Karo syrup to see if there's a difference in that. So I'm gonna wipe it off. I must have really good matches too, I think. Oh, look, it's going out. Karo syrup put out the match. Interesting. Okay, so let's try another fake honey just because this is fun. Okay, I'm gonna try one that I think is fake here. Okay, I'm gonna wipe it off just like I did the rest of them. And this one should do what the third one did. Oh, y'all see how it's bubbling up? Y'all see that? That is the sugar. Look, it's about to drip.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, wow. Okay, so you can see here, real honey, fake honey, fake honey, fake honey. So you can see that the two real honeys just burned there on the tip, and this one had a little bit of a different reaction, but these two were definitely that fake honey. So maybe they both still light, everything still lights, it's just the way that the honey burns, whether it's fake or real. Interesting. Okay, one of the last two tests we're gonna do here is called the bread test. And if you put fake honey on bread, it's gonna soak into the bread. And if you put real honey on bread, it's gonna harden and not soak into the bread, but it's actually gonna harden the bread on top of it. So let's see. We've got our handy dandy bread here. Put them right here. And I'm going to pour this honey on it. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Spread it a little bit. Okay. It's our real honey tester. And then we're gonna put our fake honey. Okay, well this is store-bought honey, so. How much easier that poured, my goodness. Okay, so now we wait here. Let's see if one soaks into the other one. Well, let's see here. Oh, well, this is definitely soaking in more, looks like. We'll see if this one gets hard. Oh, see that?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Let me do that one more time. Let me see how it's like spreading differently. It's like a lot thicker. See that? This one, see how it's more watery? See how it's soaking into the bread? Let's see what they look like on the other side. Oh, look at that. Let's see what this one does. Oh, that one's coming out too, so let's see here. This is the fake honey. Hold on.
Oh, it's running out.
It is
the
running.
backside.
Yeah, this one's running out the backside too. This has got some.
But that one's thick.
It is thicker.
Yeah.
So look. Oh, look, y'all see how it's gotten a little harder on this one? And then this one, let's see this one. Let's see if this one drips.
Look at, oh, it's
Oh, look at it,
into
it's
that
dripping.
bread. It's soaked into the
Is
bread,
it?
though.
Oh yeah, look. Soaking in through the other side. Look how it's dripping. That's some fake honey right there. This is the real honey. It's like hard. Oh yeah. This one is harder than this one. This one feels like heavy. And this one feels harder. Interesting. All right, well, get your favorite bread recipe and test your honey, because this seems to be a pretty good way to test whether or not it's real or fake. Real honey that you know is real will do this to bread. Hardens the bread rather than soaks into it like this one.
Wow.
It's all the way through. Look.
Look, it is.
See?
Yeah.
Difference. And this one, I mean, this one's actually lighter, which is interesting. This one actually feels denser and heavier because it's soaked all the way through. There we go. Ooh. We're gonna get them all going. Get everything hot. So, fake honey is going to foam when you heat it up on the stove and will caramelize, right? So fake honey caramelizes and turns foamy when you heat it up, and real honey is not gonna do that. So let's see what, I'm gonna do my handy dandy, just straight syrup to see how that responds. So here we go. See what the Karo syrup is doing. Oh, see how it's foaming a little? Look at that. It's foaming. Sure is. See that? Foaming up a little bit. Look at that foam in there. Okay. All right. So let's see what our store-bought honey does here. This is store-bought honey. Okay. What's it gonna do? I gotta know about medium heat. Don't want to scorch it. Okay. So that's what that's doing. It's not quite foaming. Look at this syrup. That syrup is definitely foaming. And that's on low heat. So I'm gonna turn that off. All right, let's see what the real honey does.
Definitely foaming a little bit.
Get a spoon here. Thank you. All right. Let's see what this does. Okay. Ooh. This smells super different. I'll turn it on low a little bit. Okay, here comes the real honey. Oh, look at that. Do y'all see this?
Yeah.
You see how it's like not really doing anything? The real honey?
Yep.
I mean, it is foaming. Here it goes. It's starting the... So it does crystallize if it's fake honey. So fake honey is going to crystallize. So let's see if this is crystallizing. I'm turning it off. Well, that's got a lot of foam on it. I mean, that's caramelizing actually. If y'all could smell it, you could smell it caramelizing. This one looks more like water almost.
Yeah,
look at that.
That's true.
This is the real honey. Do you see how that's like?
It's like oil.
Yeah, it like almost turns into an oil. See that? Caramelizing. So heat your honey, and if it caramelizes, you got good honey. And if it foams up, it doesn't smell very good actually, you got not good honey. And if you want to try your syrup, oh my gosh, you get just like a hardness in the bottom. I don't know what that's doing.
But look at this. Even though it did have a little bit of bubbles, it's still liquid, and look, that's still got foam on it, and this doesn't.
Mm-hmm. All of your Tennessee Honey Festival honeys are real honeys, so that's definitely going to be where you're going to want to get your honey from. You can take a chance and get it at the big box stores, but we can almost guarantee that your chances of getting real honey are far more likely from a Tennessee Honey Festival vendor.